Hi there. So, welcome you all for the first session on social media marketer. So, in this session, what we will be doing is we'll be learning the basic elements of what we require for the social media marketing. Like for an example, to promote online in social media platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn, for an example, we required a good amount of tools in handy with us so that we can able to go to the market and start prospecting for our leads. Okay, so I will be explaining about what are the tools that we have to target, what are the tools that we have to be equipped with, and how to get those tools, and what are the tricks and techniques that we can able to do in social media marketing to get a good prospect. So these are the things that we will be watching in this session. Hope we can go to the session, right? So the first thing what we are going to see here is, I had listed here. So, being a social media marketer, the tools what we require to have with us are going to be a good profile. Okay, a good Facebook and a LinkedIn profile. Then we should be able to reach a large amount of audience through the friends network and through the groups and hashtags, whatever the possibility that we can able to reach some audience, right? So initially, I would suggest not to go with any friends. Not to give too much of friend request because there is some possibility that the account might got blocked. So in order to avoid that, better not to give friend request initially. Might be we can able to plan for those things after your profile gets some weightage and trust score. Then you can go for the friend request. All right. So I would prefer you can go for some new Facebook profile account as well as new LinkedIn profile account. Because we'll be giving some lot of group requests and we'll be making some lot of post engagements. So in case if the account got blocked, so it may not affect your personal Facebook or LinkedIn profile page, right? So I would suggest we can go for some Facebook and LinkedIn profile page which has been created newly for this particular purpose, right? That's great. So the first thing is what we have to have the target for the tools to achieve is we should be having a neat profile which has some detailed description about our past and what is our company and about us details, like for an example, what is our interest and where we are from. So if we have all those elements and a proper profile picture and with the banner image, so if we have this, when we are making some post, people who are viewing the profile when some post has been posted, they will consider that we are from a trusted source, right? So similarly, when we are going to post some make some post in groups, for an example, it will have added badge along with the member who had made the post. Like initially you'll be given the badge as a new member, and later a badge will be provided for you as a conversation starter. So similarly, there is one more badge which is called author. So these kind of badges will be available for you once you are going to start promoting in the Facebook groups, in the lot of groups that are which are relevant to the area that we are going to promote. So in order to get some proper results, we would require to go for a proper profile. So that is what it is advised. And okay, so let us have the target of getting the groups approved groups to be 100 groups which are later to the common business environment where we are going to go for the promotions. Okay, I will let you know how to do all those elements. So first thing, as I had informed you, have a good profiled Facebook and LinkedIn account, right? Create a new Gmail account if you require, and with that Gmail account, create a Facebook account, Facebook profile page and LinkedIn profile page, and start giving the group request. Okay. So the first task for you all would be, we are into two segments as I had already told you. One is the projects, and the next one is training, right? So the training, we will be having the training webinars weekly once or might be weekly twice, and along with this we will be having a monthly course. It's a long-term continuous course for the students who are interested in the full course. So those will be carried on along with every day of their routine life. So these two courses we will be having for the training program. And for the project leads, being a social media marketer, we will be prospecting the leads from the social media platform who give us the request that there is some social media, there is some digital marketing elements to be done for their company, and we'll be prospecting them, and we'll be learning about those details as well, right? So initially, we'll be starting with the training program, right? So we'll be trying to prospect the persons who are interested in joining the digital marketing training program for this one day workshop, or might be for 1 month course at this moment, and might be in future some other courses, some other advanced courses, whichever that we are going to prospect for, right? So you'll be seeing all those elements of how to do those things and how to reach them step by step. So being into the session one, we are going to do the basic equipments and elements that we require in order to make the promotions to reach the audience. Okay, all right, that's great. So one thing which I had mentioned here is the group request. So which I had already informed you. Give some group request of 20 number of group request in Facebook and 20 number of LinkedIn request every day for the groups which are related to the digital marketing training. Okay, so let me to type you what are the places which could be relevant to digital marketing training. For an example, we can search for digital marketing, digital marketing or digital marketing learning, learn digital marketing, and similarly buy and sell online kind of groups. And we can go for some entrepreneur based startups groups. And we can go for online selling, online shopping. And similarly we can go for other places like trade India, etc., etc. Okay, so these are few of the topics, titles where you can able to search for in the Facebook groups, and give your group request. I will show you how to give the group request. So let me to show you that this is my Facebook account. Okay, in the search option, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some title. For an example, as I had already told you, I am looking for some digital marketing people who are interested to learn digital marketing. So I'm searching for digital marketing. Okay, so this is what I'm getting the results of. So in this we can able to see the groups in the left hand side panel. So click the groups and you'll be getting a lot of okay, no issues, Pragati. This session is getting recorded, will be shared with you. Okay, so once when we are in the groups, yes, Pragati, but please go ahead and resolve and come back. I will share you this recorded session. That's great. I will close this WhatsApp for this immediate recommend. All right, fine. So one thing is, in the groups, when we are searching for the groups, we will be having all the groups like digital marketing, which are related to the groups, will be available for us. We can able to give the request for all the groups, and similarly, we can also select which city we want. For an example, if I am looking for some groups in Nigeria, I can able to give the city which is there in Nigeria, and I'll be getting some relevant, groups which are there in Nigeria. I'm giving as Lagos. So Lagos is there in Portugal and is there available in Nigeria as well. So I am giving Nigeria. So the people, the groups which are highly engaged and created from the location Nigeria will be shown to us. So this is required because we want to reach the audience who are available in those particular in those particular place. We will be using this method of groups identifying the particular location to reach the audience in a particular country, right? So once if you got these groups, what we have to do is these are approved groups, the arrow marks. So these are the new groups that we can able to join. So what we have to do is we just need to click this one, and it will ask some questions. If it is if they have some questions, do you agree to invite 40 friends to join in this group? Yes, submit, and that's all. So that means we'll be reviewing the particular request, and he'll be making the approval, right? So similarly we have to give request for as much as possible. So it would be great at least if you can able to give some 20 number of groups to every day for the group request, so that you can able to reach this 100 approved groups as soon as possible. Okay, 20 requests per day in Facebook groups and LinkedIn groups minimum. Okay, so let me to show you how to do this for LinkedIn as well. So here we have, so in the search bar we have to search for digital marketing. Here we will be having the option which is called more. Click this more and you will be finding the option groups. Okay, so click this groups and it will take you to the page where all the groups will be there. So what you have to do is one by one you have to click this particular link. and you have to, here there will be an option to join. You just need to give the join option, right? Because I had already joined, it is not showing to me. So let us check it out if there is anything pending that I can able to give the request for. Let me to check this one. So here is a group. So here is the option request to join. Click the request to join button, and you will be requested. And once it is approved, you will be getting the notifications that this group has been approved. You okay? So once this group has been approved, then you can able to start posting in the groups. So we will be doing all those elements as well. Okay, so let us see how to make a post in a particular in a particular group. So these are the groups that I'm already there. So I had opened a particular group, and here there is an option called start a conversation in this group. So I'm clicking this option. So here I have the option to add the image, add the video, and this is what I think it is document, I think. Okay, so I have the option for all these three, as well as I can able to add hashtags, and I can able to text here. Okay, so whatever the content that we are going to share it with this particular group, we can able to text type here, and we can include the links as well, and we can able to add some images or video, whichever is relevant for this particular post, and we will be making the post, right? This is for the LinkedIn. So similarly for Facebook, what will happen is, once if we got the approval, then we have to log into the particular page, and in this particular page we'll be having the option called discussion. Okay, click this discussion, and here you will be having the panel to make the promotions, create the post. So choose this post, and you can type here, as well as you can add an image, and you can add a gif, and you can also add the video here using the same option. You can also add the video here by uploading a video directly. You can that video will be uploaded here, and here we have some background colors. Suppose if you have some limited amount of text, we can use this background colors to convey the information. Okay, we will be seeing how to use this background color and how to get a quick solution post that we can able to do, and how to get a much quicker responses and engagement. Okay, so let us go to the next one. So one thing which we had seen now is how to give the group request and how to make a post, right? So now what we are going to see is how to make a post engagement. So how to create a post with high engagement, right? So because the reason is, when a post is getting high engagement, whenever a person makes a comment, whenever a person makes a like, those posts will remain in the higher location, top locations for a longer time. Suppose if there is no interaction or no engagement, that post it will get to the first page and second page much quickly. So that means what, we will be having lesser impressions or lesser reach if we have some less amount of post engagement, right? So in order to make a high amount of post engagement, what we have to do is, I will give you some tips. One thing is, we can able to convey some information which is curious, but without a full stop. That means we can able to convey them. We can convey them the a part of the information, and remaining part of the information, once they got the replied. Once they replied, we will convey them the rest of the information. Okay, so let me to show you one example. Let me to show you a practical example. So here, I had received some good amount of comments and etc etc, right? So for an example, let me to show you this one, I believe. Okay, so let me to show you something which is good. Okay, fine. So let me to show you this itself. This is the post that I had placed something around 4 hours before. Okay, so before 4 hours, I had made this post, and I had used a post which has used a background color, and I had typed this text. Okay, so how to create the engagement? So I had given learn SEO and Google Ads for INR 430, and had given the Sunday and want to know. So there is a question mark. So people who are interested to learn this SEO and Google Ads for the price of 450, they will be interested to know more. So what they will do, they will come for the comment, and they will say yes, or they will say that I'm interested, or otherwise they will say that I want to learn more, right? So once they make the reply, then you keep the engagement to continue, like give the second level of information. It's a 1 day online workshop, happens tomorrow. Will you be interested? So that's what that would be the possible thing. Okay, so keep the post to get engaged, and from here you can able to take them to the personal messaging. Else you can able to you can directly mention the link for the website which we are going to promote for. Okay, so by this way, what will happen is, when some other people see the same post as well, they will read the comment, and if there is a link, they will catch up this link, and they will go and land it to the particular landing page, right? But at least at the minimum of something, 4 or 5 people, we have to create the engagement and make them to make the comments in order to make the post to be there at the top position for a longer time, so that we can get a better engagement and better reach. So unless you have a better reach, the conversions will be less, right? So we have to reach as much as people as possible. So for that, this engagement is something I can able to say. This is something, engagement is much important, and it will help us a lot to have a better reach of the targeted audience that we are supposed to, right? Suppose for an example, if after getting this much of replies, what I can able to do is I can able to reply here, like please uh, visit www.digitalmarketingconsultant.online/. Train. Okay, so I'm giving the this particular link here. So from here, people who had seen, they will be clicking this link and they will be landing into the landing page. Okay, so from the landing page we will be having some request button, and from where we will be getting the leads. Suppose this is, if this is the link that we had promoted, so people who are interested, they will be replying in the comments, and after that we will be showing them the link that we are promoting. And when they land into the promoted link, they will be reading all those elements and what are the things that are going on, etc. And the video material, if it is required for them, and whatever that are essential for them to convince to, for us to convince them and to make the booking. And here there will be a fill up form, so they will be filling up the form, and they'll be giving the submit button. Once they given the submit button, it will show a payment gateway option, so they will be clicking the payment option and they will be making the payment. And that is how we are making a conversion. Okay, so this is the one method, through which we will be making the promotions, and we will be making the conversions, and everyone will be promoted with a unique code, through which we can able to identify how many clicks has been came through the particular audience. And similarly, we will be creating a separate page where we will be including the referral number, and in that number, people will be entering the referral number, so that we can able to clearly understand how many conversions has been happened through the person who is promoting. Okay, so uh, for an example, let us consider 150. So this is 150 number will be provided for a particular one person who is going to promote, who will be in our team to do the promotions. So once someone enters into this link, we can able to figure out how many people had visited for their link per day. Okay, so similarly we can also include a separate column here, so where we can able to get the referral number, and we can make it as a mandatory, so that people who comes to the landing page, they have to put the referral number in order to make the sign up, right? So by this way we can able to directly credit the benefit to the people who is doing the social media promotions. Okay, all right, so let us go to the next session. What is about, so we had seen about post engagement, and mass posting is something like, we have to be there in a lot of approved groups, and we have to make the promotions at the right time in order to make the post to reach in a higher level, right? So engagement is something like, in that particular group we will be having some better reach. That is what post engagement we can able to provide. Mass posting is something like, we will be putting those posts in all the social media platforms in FB and LinkedIn, and we will be trying to reach as much as possible. Okay, so this mass posting can be done in multiple timing, and the effective timing for the Facebook would be in the morning time, between early morning from 8:30 to 9:30, and evening from 5:30 to 8 o'clock is a good time, when the people will be, when there will be a lot of quality people will be there engaged. And during this time we have to do a multiple times of promotions, posting, so that we should not be faded away by the competitive posting. So that is how we can able to get some good amount of reach. Okay, so that is what it is about mass posting. And then comes the personal messaging. Okay, so the personal messaging is almost same like what we had seen in the post engagement, but instead of what we had thrown the link directly in the particular post, what we'll be doing is we'll be reaching them individually. So the reason is, when we reach them individually, we will be started to speak with them, so by this which the conversion ratio will be high. If we throw the link for an example, if 100 people had came to that link, suppose for an example 10 people had to make the conversions, right? So in case, instead, if we directly reach them through the message and solve their queries, and after that if we send the link for them and followed up with them, to make the conversion. That will increase the conversion ratio. So the same 100 people who had visited directly, if they visited through the messaging and sales process, for an example, we will be having some 30 number of conversions than what we will be having for a 10 number of conversions, because a real person will be interacting with them. So they will consider that it is they will be having a better trust score, through which we'll be having some better conversions. Okay, so I will tell you how to do that. So we had received some amount of comments in the particular post, right? So what we have to do is, after receiving some good engagement, what we can do is we can able to scroll over the mouse towards the above the particular person's profile, and we'll be getting the option as add friend and messenger. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to click the add friend. The reason is, if we are not a friend of that particular person, if we make some if we make some messages in the messenger, it will not go to the inbox. Instead, it will go to the message request. I will show you where is this message request will be. Suppose, for example, this is my messenger. Okay, so here in this inbox, all the people who are there as a friend for me, their messages will be here. If somebody else who is not in my friend request, if they had made some messaging, right, so it will be going into the message request option. So in message request option, there will be some people who might had sent some messages. Unless I approve their friend request, it may not come to the inbox. Okay, so that means what, practically we will be sending some messages, they will not be seen. So in order to make them to see, what we have to do is we have to scroll up and we have to give the friend request first, and then we will go for the messaging option. And in this messaging option, we can able to say some information like, hi, uh, will you be interested for the 1 day online workshop, right? So if they will be making some reply, and after that reply, we can able to solve their questions, like whatever they require, and we can able to try to solve them through this messenger platform. And then we can able to share them the link, that www, please visit something like www dot digital marketing consultant dot online slash training. So what will happen now is, they will be visiting this particular link, and if there is any doubts, they will come back to us, and if there is no doubts, they will go for the registration process. So by this way, we can able to increase the conversion ratio, right? So it is all up to us. So which way we are going to use, whether this way or that way, it is all completely up to us. Okay, so we can able to use whichever the option that is comfortable for us, right? And similarly, I will give you one more option. If there is a good engagement had happened, so what we can do is, if we want the other members to see our conversion, a better conversion material, what we can do is we can click this particular post, and we can use the edit post option. In this edit post option, we have to click this empty posting option, so that it will come to the normal post. And here, let us remove all those things, and we will add a video instead. So I'm going to add some video, something similar like this, and I'm going to open this video. And similarly, I can able to text here something, practical training, practical training from industry leaders, something similar, and blah 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 content, that we whatever that we want to paste. For an example, I can able to take some content from here. What you'll be getting, I'm going to copy. Okay, so I'm going to paste it here. Right? So here I can able to give some other additional details, like I can provide the link. And best option is, I would suggest to go for the link in the top, top three lines. The reason is, then only they will see the link. Otherwise, they may miss the link. So which will possibly we will be having we have the possibility that we'll be losing a potential lead slash training. Okay, all right. So let me to make the correction here. Done. So once this video is uploaded, once this video is ready, we'll be having the save option. So what we have to do is we just need to give the save option, right? So once we give the save option, automatically this post will be made available here, instead of the post what we have here. By this way, we will be making some convertible, a better convertible video, with an engagement for the audience whom they are going to come and see this particular video for the first time, right? So they will be feeling this engagement has been happened for this particular video, so they will be playing this video and seeing, they will be playing this video and see what is there in this video. Okay, so this is a method of making some better conversions. uh, Hope you can able to use these techniques wherever it is possible, wherever it is required for you. Okay, so I had told about the personal messaging. Then it comes to link sharing. So link sharing, as I had already told you. So when people comes in the messenger or might be in the post, we can able to share this link, and we can redirect the people to the the training program landing page which we had created. And similarly, in between also we can able to throw them some of the links which are there in the YouTube, which we can able to show them as a video material, our previous classes, or something like reviews or whatever it is. We can use those materials to convince them, and after that we can take them to the landing page, and by this way we can able to make some better conversions, right? So I believe everyone had understood what is the session about. So it is the basic elements that we require in order to go and do the prospecting online in social media. So hope you all understand and get the things which are required for the social media. You can start your work, and we will meet it up later.